Hey YouTube, it's Elvis Ammo here. Hey, today I wanted to do a durability test on 9mm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat the mess out of them with hammers. I'm going to hit them with a torch, and then I've loaded up different colors, and we're going to shoot it through the ballistic gel and collect a bullet and show you what it looks like if we can catch it in the ballistic gel. So let's get started. It's kind of a no-brainer. What I've done is I picked one blue to beat on and one blue to torch, and I got a big hammer and I got a small hammer. I guess it really don't matter. Flat is flat, isn't it? So there. We just flatten that one down. Flatter than a flitter. There's your blue bullet. You can see where I grabbed it with the vice grips on the side, but it didn't. There's no cracks in it or nothing. No cracks. Just pretty and blue. All right. So now we'll do a. We're going to do a black one. That's the black. We'll do a black one. Alright. Pretty and black. Only where I had the vice grips on it a little bit. Alright. There's another one. Now we'll do a yellow one. A yellow bullet. Now, just a little while back, when I done, I'm not sure if it was my green or my blue powder. Country Boy Prepper, he asked me if it really made a difference, you know, what color powder, you know, if one was more durable than the other. Now you seen me beat the mess out of that one. It actually got hot too. That's where I had it with the vice grips. He had asked me, you know, does it make is there any difference in the color of the powder coat? You know, if one is more durable than the other, because he was, I think, trying to come to a conclusion whether he wanted green powder or blue powder, or if the Harbor Freight powder was good. There's a sledgehammer. That's the red. And I told him that, you know, there's no reason for me to believe one is tougher than the other, really. And when answering that, you know, there's some things obviously I don't know, and I know that that we can beat the mess out of them with hammers. Now here's the green. No, that's the black. Here's a green one. We're going to do the green one. I know that you can beat the mess out of them with a hammer like we're doing, and the one thing that I don't know for sure, and I probably won't even know today. See that? Is right there where I had it gripped with the vice grips, and so far, you know, all these powders seem to me like they hold up the same. There you go, Fortune Cookie 45 LC. There's your snowy white bullet. Now I know you like that one. You like snowy white bullets. So, one thing we're going to find out today is if we can shoot it through the, we're going to get to shoot it through the ballistic gel. Now that's something nobody has seen, and I certainly haven't seen, that's for sure, a powder coated bullet going into ballistic gel, collecting it, and then looking at it, just like we did with the 300 Blackout and the 223. There's another flattened flitter. See? So they all are holding up to the test. Now, let's see, the ones that I have left, I have a green one, a black one, a blue one, a white one, a yellow one, and a red one. And so I've flattened all of those colors right there. And now I'm going to torch the same colors and let you see what they look like when they reach the melting point, whether the powder coat is going to hold up or burn off. So we're going to take a look at that. Now, this is where, you know, it kind of goes back to my story. You know, Country Boy Prepper was asking me, you know, is one color more durable than the other? Well, you know, I had to answer no, not because I don't know of any color that's better than the other, and I still don't. We're going to find out a little bit today. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and well, we already flattened them, and they passed the flatten test, that's for sure. And now we're going to torch them, see if they hold up to the heat test outside the barrel and outside the ballistic gel. And then we're going to shoot them through the ballistic gel and collect a bullet if the ballistic gel will contain them, and we'll take a look at that. So here we go. We're going to do the red first. Alright, I'm going to hit it with the torch. I got my safety glasses on, and I got this thing turned up pretty darn good. Maybe I can turn it down. Can you see it? You see what's happening? I want you to see that. I just melted that down almost all the way, but I didn't want to melt it down all the way. I want you to see it. See what we have here? The lead melted inside of the powder coated, inside the powder coating. Alright, you see that? So what's happened is the lead bullet actually melted before the powder coating. That sucker is hot still. You see that? The lead actually melted and tried to come out a little bit right there of the powder coat, out of that little hole. So that's what I wanted you to see. If I melt it all the way down, it'll just become a mess. But here we go. I'm going to melt it all the way down. Lead melt. Well, you see it? See the powder coat? What's happening is the lead is melting and the powder coat is not burning. We're going to do a yellow. Alright. Same thing happened here. The powder coat holds up, and the lead had melted inside of that case. Alright, I'm going to do the white. Just see if one looks any different than the other. See what's happening? The lead melted inside of the powder coated case. Alright. See what the blue does. Oh yeah. I left that one on there. You see how long it seemed like it seemed like that one took me a little longer, and what had happened was the lead actually melted right out of the casing. Alright, see that? I held it there quite a bit longer, but in my opinion it's probably the same, if not stronger. But I mean, I don't see any difference there myself personally. Now the green. Yeah, that one. I think the difference here that I just seen there is this green bullet had a little thinner coat on it, and the lead actually fell out of the thin coat on the top. That was my experience right there. All right, but given the coats are the same thickness, I still don't see any difference. All right, and we got one more, black. Black is actually a very different color, it's a flat. So these react a little different, I'm gonna bet you. Alright, I don't know what happened to the camera, it went wacko there for a second, but the black, I got a feeling that the black reacts quite a bit different. So I'll say I got a feeling. I don't really have a feeling. I've played with it in the past, and it seems to act a little different, is what I should have said. I think it has a little stiffer casing on it. My guess is if someone was worried, and if they could get this powder coat coated just right, that my bet is the black would probably be the strongest one, if I had to bet. But and that one, you can see where the lead had just oozed out of one corner, but the powder coat is intact, and they have been with every one of these. So that should answer your question. Can they withstand heat? We know they can withstand getting a beating. We know they can withstand heat. I mean, look at these things. That thing is just, that wasn't beaten, that was just melted down while the powder coating held up. And by the way, the yellow seem and the white, well, you know, they all seem to have. Matter of fact, you know, I mean, the red's the easiest to apply, but you can thicken it up. You know, I was going to say one. You know, if I look at these, you know, these two look probably the best. But don't let that fool you. I think they're all the best. So now what we're going to do is we're going to shoot these as many shots as we can. But my intention is to try to shoot these colors. I seriously doubt I'm going to get that many inside of my ballistic gel. I wanted to do this test before I melt my ballistic gel down, and that's why I wanted to go ahead and shoot some of these through it. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to move the camera over there and get another angle and bring you back. Okay, I'm going to shoot the blue, the red, the green, the yellow, the white, and the black in that order. Here we go. On the back end there, if it tries to go through 32 inches of ballistic gel, it's going to hit a 3-gallon pot of water. We have a bullet. It's all the way over here. Red. That one went all the way through, boys. Leaking water. Green. Yellow. White. Black. All right. That's pretty cool. We got different colors in there, man. We're gonna have some fun dissecting this. And I think I might have seen that black bullet just kind of fall out over there. Anyway, I'll bring you right back. Okay. You know, I said one of them bullets looked like it fell out. It did. It just fell out of there. Look at that. Well, I say it fell out. Actually, it actually came up through here, jumped out into the cardboard over the top of the water container, and went through one layer of cardboard, hit another layer of cardboard, and fell out. I seen that. That was the last bullet. I actually caught it in my eye. That's how slow motion it was. So there it is. You know, I mean, this bullet looks as, you know, probably as good as the day I put it in. That was actually fired. Remember I said that it's probably, if anything, that the black might be the toughest one. If anything, I don't know that for sure. I don't think it really matters, because they're all tough enough. I'm gonna pull another one out here. Now, I guess I should have showed you that before I see them all. They're all just kind of suspended in there. Now, some of that damage was from my 300 blackout and 223, so that's why there's really not a lot I can show you, because it's pretty messed up to begin with. But what we really want to know is how the bullet turns out. So that's what we're kind of going for. But it's kind of cool to get to see. Now, one thing that might be surprising to you is that this thing fired almost 32 inches through. All right, you know, at probably that's probably 5 inches left over there. You know, so maybe 24, 23 inches. You know, through 26, 27 inches. Now, look at that. You see the beautiful rifling on it? Beautiful rifling on that bullet. See the back end of it? You can probably reload that bullet. Alright, so that was the yellow. And that's been my experience. For some reason or another, the yellow seems to do pretty good. But it's a pain to use. But they all do pretty good. They all do good enough, absolutely good enough. Now here's the white one. Alright, Fortune Cookie 45 LC. Here's your snowy white bullet, what it looks like after I shoot it out of a Glock. There it is. It looks good. You know, the white showed up the rifling and the dirt on it pretty good, but it looks good. There's the base of the bullet. They all look good. So there we go. I mean, durability. Let me see. I think this is the green one. Well, the green one. So I haven't seen any. This is a new one to me, you know, to be playing around with. And boy, it holds up nicely, really nicely. Here it is. There's some rifling on there. Barely any scarring at all, like you would normally see. The base is completely green and beautiful. The nose, I mean. You know, I mean, it just don't, you could probably reload these, you know, they'd be a little out of whack, you know, because I could tell they're compressed a little tiny bit. And there's a blue one down, way in there. Oh, yeah. Let's see what that bad boy looks like. I'm going to have to do surgery to get to him. Oh, yeah, it's sitting there. It's sitting there in one of those big cavities from that 300 blackout hitting it. And you know what? I like this blue. It seems like this blue is always coming out really nice. I'm not saying that it's more durable. Maybe it's more pliable. I'm not sure. I do happen to know, though, for your information, if you want to know, you know, kind of what I think. This is not the fact, but from evidence that I've seen, it seems like some of these are a little more pliable than the others. Like for instance, I don't think the black is as pliable, but it's strong. But it could scrape or something where, see, for instance, the yellow seems to be really pliable for some reason. This blue seems to be really pliable for some reason. I don't have good answers for that yet. But we know that there's little differences in different colors because of the amount of polymers and that kind of thing. So far, okay, we have a blue, a green, a white, a yellow, and a black, and we're missing the red. And that's the first one that I shot, and it went through. I believe it found one of these channels for the 300 blackout and continued down it, and it gained enough to come out the bottom of the water pot. So so that's it. And this is these are some of the streaks from the entrance. You know, if you wanted to see what the powder coated bullet does. Now, as far as for self-defense, man, these things will go through probably 3 people standing there. So it's not good for you know, for creating any kind of chaos, you know, in a body cavity at all. It's a clean shot, buddy, and it'll go through everything. Anyway, YouTube, I just wanted to talk about that. That was something I've been wanting to do, and I know I got to melt this this ballistic gel down, remake it. So I thought I would want to go ahead and share that with you. This is really good information for all of us with these 9mm, especially since this is the most popular handgun bullet in the United States. So, powder coated bullets, durability test. Do they stand up? You know what? In my opinion, these things are tough. So if any of you who are watching this don't know what powder coating is, it's a homemade jacket, and it's a way to do it in bulk for pennies and quick. So anyway, YouTube, I hope this was helpful. See you in the next video.